Hello, my name is Jeff Jewell. I'm a candidate for Councillor, District of Mission. First, I'd like to show you my campaign brochure, which you will be receiving October 12th with the Mission City Record. Please look at it. It has the details of my platform and my qualifications. I also draw your attention to my website, which is JeffJewell4Mission2018. As to my qualifications, I am claiming that I am a qualified top 6 councillor candidate based on my qualifications. Starting with the fact that I've been there, done that. I served as your councillor from 2011 to 2014. So I have a track record of which I'm proud, and you can find some of the details in my campaign brochure. I believe qualifications are very important. I know as a manager, I've done a lot of hiring in my days, and every manager knows that the people you hire, that is what makes your organization either strong or weak. It's the same with council. And in this case, voting is an act of recruiting somebody to fill a job, an important job, a job with a lot of responsibility, with lasting impact. So you want people there who have qualifications. So my qualifications, in addition to having done the job as councillor here in Mission, started with my education. I have an engineering degree from the University of Toronto. I've worked for 2 major corporations, IBM and TELUS. I've worked for 2 universities for a total of 15 years, being McMaster University in Hamilton, Ontario, and l'Université Libre de Bruxelles in Brussels, Belgium. I worked for the City of Burnaby as Manager Engineering Systems for 15 years, and I worked with Alberta Municipal Affairs for 10 years as a manager. So I have a lot of experience in management. I have a lot of experience in systems analysis, business systems, and scientific systems. And analyzing things is what I'm good at. And that's another of the important credentials that you want on council. So my credentials are quite different than most members of council and most candidates. And I think mine is an important combination to add to the mix. I don't have it all, nobody does, but I have something that's fairly unique. And that's why I believe I'm a top 6 candidate. And again, I ask you for your vote, your trust and your vote. I will not let you down. And the main thing I'd like to say about my candidacy, I have a pledge to the taxpayers of Mission. That pledge is, I'm on your side. Now, you might think that every politician would say that. Maybe they would, probably they would. Maybe they would even think that they are. The question is, how do they perform? Do they really serve with the public knowing and believing that they are on their side? A lot of politicians are all talk, don't walk the talk. Not me, I will walk the talk. So the 2 issues I want to focus on that are current Mission politics. A few months back, councillor voted itself a 43% pay raise. To me, that is just plain wrong, and I will not accept that 10,000 plus the council awarded itself that was above what the recommendation was of the staff report that did a survey of comparable municipalities. If I'm elected, I will accept the staff recommendation of 32,000, and I will not accept the 42,000 and change that councillors voted for themselves. To me, that's a conflict of interest. It's a question of integrity. And I do believe that elected officials have to lead by example, and I will. The other issue is Silverdale. Silverdale, major development proposal by Polygon, a very good corporation for development, but it's the wrong project at the wrong time. And what makes it wrong is that they're asking us to deviate from our official community plan to allow them a much higher density in order to get a much higher profit. We don't even have our master infrastructure study done yet. And there's certainly not the infrastructure that Silverdale will need. And there's no neighborhood planning in place either. Council at its meeting, Council had a public hearing on September 19th, and there were about, I don't know, a few hundred people in the audience, and about 100 spoke, and at least 80% of them spoke against the proposal by Polygon. On October 1st, Council deliberated on what they heard in the public hearing. They spent over an hour just reciting what the problems were that had been raised by the public in the public hearing. But still, Council voted 5-2 to approve third reading. And to me, it's a clear case that we have a council that is over-eager to have development now, development on its term of watch, on its watch, and they're willing to give away whatever it takes to get the developer to do the development. That's not right. To me, development should be supported absolutely if it is consistent with the official community plan, and we should be very careful about any deviations from that plan. We should do it only if it's to improve things for the community, for the citizens of Mission, not to make the developers rich. So the other big problem with Silverdale is that it's the tip of the iceberg, quite literally. The full scope of Silverdale will be enormous. Our staff did a study, and they project that the growth of Mission will approximately double over the next 35 years, most of it being in Silverdale. And so Mission will, in a generation or so, have a suburb out there, Silverdale, that's about the same size as Mission is today. And of course it will need major infrastructure to support that additional population. This will need a new water source, which will cost somewhere $75 to $100 million. It'll need a new sewage treatment facility, big bucks there too. It'll need leisure centers, libraries, schools, roads. It'll need all the infrastructure that we have in Mission. And the question is, who's going to pay for that? Will Silverdale development pay for itself, or will the developers try to finesse the councils of the day into having Mission taxpayers subsidize the development in Mission, in Silverdale? To me, it's a clear-cut case. Development has to pay its own way, and I will stand up for the citizens and the taxpayers of Mission. I will stand up to developers. I will stand by our official community plan, and I will be there for you, and I will not let you down. So again, I ask you to please vote for me, Jeff Jewell. Please take a look at my brochure in the Mission City Record, and please look at my website, jeffjewell.ca. I thank you for your time. I will not let you down.